Alrighty. Got a little early start because I can't figure out how to schedule a tweet, or at least not currently anyway. Not before, but you know, what the hell. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel here on Twitch. I am Super Pack Jr. I am a retro streamer, gamer, everythinger, whatever. And today we're going to be playing some arcade versus console. We haven't done one of these in quite some time. Essentially, we're going to play some Atari stuff that you played in the arcades, and then, of course, you go home and play it at home. Years later, anyway. And these are the Atari-owned games. So this comes from the Atari Anthology that was featured out on PlayStation 2, came out 20 years ago. And I guess that's retro enough, but hey, the content that will be on there will be even older than that. We're talking about games that are hitting the 40-year mark or so. So back when I was a lad playing these things, both in the arcades, and of course I had an Atari at home as well. And it's going to be kind of fun, I think. We've done a few of these in the past where we concentrated on one particular game, but this time it's going to be more of a smorgasbord of games, all from Atari. Again, now Atari, in this particular case, was originally Infogrames. Infogrames was a French publisher, and they got themselves a hold of some of the Atari licenses, and they put out a greatest hits for the PlayStation 1, and it proved to be so popular that it actually, well, they kind of identified themselves as Atari. They literally changed their name to Atari, and the rest is pretty much history. So we'll be looking at the legacy of Nolan Bushnell's days. In other words, back when games like Tempest and Centipede and all those good ones, Missile Command, Breakout. And of course, again, back in the late 70s, I mean, the Atari was a bit of a luxury, sure. And you've got to play the games, and these games are like nothing like today. I mean, you're going to play these games, stick around for maybe half hour at most. Playing the games, you get up and you do whatever you need to do. Go outside, play, things of that nature. Unlike today, where people literally are glued to their seats, sitting in front of their humongous 30-plus inch monitor, and talking with people all over the world simultaneously. So, Far Cry. But that's the era I grew up with, believe it or not. I'm actually from that first generation of gaming. So what we're going to do is we're going to run a few ads, as we typically do, first thing, and about a 3-minute break. And then we'll get started with some gaming. Don't you go away. We'll be right back, okay? Thanks. I have to admit the label there for it says Atari Classics, or excuse me, Atari Greatest Hits. That's as close as I can get. The Atari Anthology is not actually listed here to choose from on Twitch, as opposed to Retro. But since they've come out with a compilation of Atari games time and time again, most recently with the 50th anniversary, for example, that was the first time that they actually included something other than the Atari VCS or 2600 as the home games, of course, along with the arcade games. You got to remember, Atari had other systems. They actually represent the first, second, and one of the firsts of gaming, Pong, Super Pong, as opposed to Magnavox when they came out with their first Odyssey. But Pong and Super Pong were not interchangeable cartridge, so it doesn't really count as a console so much. But having said that, yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun with this. I had the Atari 5200. It was the second generation console. Atari 7800, which is the third generation console. The Atari Jaguar, which is a lost generation console. The Atari Lynx, which was actually pretty cool. It's the first handheld console that was actually in color with a backlit screen. Predates the Game Gear even. So like I said, we'll talk about a bit of that as we come out of intermission, commercial break, whatever. And I gotta save my voice because it is going out. Be back. Thank you, cities. I'll say it's either my cooking or somebody threw up a fart reverb. It's not my cooking. I've gone easy today. That's one I expect. There you go. Yes. Ed Kalehoff, thanks you very much for playing that. He's the guy who wrote that 50 plus years ago. It's just about 3 minutes before my time. 30 seconds to go. Probably helps if I got my controller now. Oh, for this kind of stuff, I actually had those humongous arcade joysticks. I actually wound up selling them. You just woke up. Lucky you. I've been up for hours. What time zone are you in? Or what part of the world, cities? Just out of curiosity. Welcome back from the ads. We'll put back on my stupid face. We're talking here with chat. Cities here just woke up. Sometimes I feel like that, especially when I'm at work. I'd be sitting there at my desk in a small stupor. You with us there, Super Pack? No, not at all. Be happy I'm even here. All right, so anyway, 4 hours behind me. Ooh, okay. Very good. Yeah, I would be just getting up now with it. What time did I get up? I got up around 7-ish today. And the more I know. Yes, thank you very much, Tim. More we know. And now he's half the battle. That's the never mind. Anyway, so let's see. Let's go ahead and get started with the gameplay. And there it is, the Atari Anthology. I shall hit start button. And let's see. There's probably some noises and stuff like that too. I probably could put up there. Okay, so this is the Atari Anthology. This came out about 20 years ago, as I said. And, yeah, we got some arcade originals. We're going to concentrate on that. And then, of course, Arcade at Home. I see they have the Latinus, Ficus of Latinus up there, too. Arcade at Home versus the Atari originals. And, of course, all these other little games here that if you had an Atari with their collection and stuff like that. But we will look at those at another time. Let's go to the arcade originals. And this is what we have. We have games like Asteroids. Asteroids Deluxe. What's the difference? One's Deluxe. It has cheese. Battle Zone. Black Widow. Centipede. Crystal Castles. Gravitar. Liberator. Lunar Lander. Major Havoc. Millipede. Missile Command. Pong. Red Baron. Space Duel. Super Breakout. Tempest and Warlords. Now, the games that we're going to be concentrating on are the games that appear in both the home as well as the arcade. So let's go ahead and get started with the very first thing, Asteroids. Now, Asteroids is a multi-console machine as well. It appeared on the Atari 2600, 5200, even the Atari 7800, which was actually pretty cool because they actually filled in the lines, if you will. But let's go ahead and get this one started, shall we? Oh, hurtling through space. I love it! Yeah! All right, now, unfortunately, there are options. So we have cabinet art off. Good. Everything's fine. Can we increase the lives? Yes, we can. By a whole one. Great. Okay, cool. We'll accept. I still have working memory cards, too. Isn't that fantastic? Now, what's neat about this... Oh, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Hide. Now, what's neat about this is pretty much state-of-the-art technology of its day. State-of-the-art, by the way, is incorrect termination lexicon. State-of-the-art refers to automobiles, but hey, whatever. Just like military grade. Military grade think, oh, it's industrial strength. Nope, bare bottom minimum. So anyway, we're going to head and hit push start. Those are the asteroids we must shoot off and avoid. Of course, there are also spaceships out there shooting us as well. This is what we call vector graphics. XY graphics. Here we go. So anyway, I go to Marty's Arcade. This is my dad's friend, and he'd have a few machines in his back office. He actually ran an electronics store that also sold video games. Oh, okay. Now, I swear I could hit these too. And the smaller the asteroids are... Oh, good lord, that was close. The smaller the asteroids are, they're worth more points. So these tiny ones that are about to hit me are 100 points. That spaceship's 200. Medium medium chunk asteroids are worth 50. And those big... Oh. Yeah, this one's... Aha, surprised I got them. And the big ones like those are worth 20. And the way you hit them also determines their trajectory. So, it was a cool game. Now, you can also thrust. You can also use hyperspace, but hyperspace can kill you, which is kind of part of the danger. So I just usually just stuck in the middle. Not gonna get out of that one. Nope. And you didn't even have a dial. This game actually had a series of buttons. Buttons that will rotate you left, rotate you right, fire, and of course thrust, and hyperspace. Good job. I'm doing great. I was saying, well, so what, Super Pack? Yeah, I know. And yet, when you go home and play it on your Atari VCS, you had a whole joystick, as well as one fire button. So that's for the days. Hell, your paddle had more buttons than that. Technically, you probably could have played this with a paddle, too. Just to spin your ship around, but... It would actually hit one. 10,000 points gets you an extra life. So I'm almost there. There it is. And believe it or not, the folks over at Buckner and Garcia, that's the people who put out Pac-Man Fever back in 1982. They also put out a whole album of songs of that nature, and this happened to be one of them called Hyperspace. Which I would love to play, but I know that's not DCMA friendly. I'm not going to even bother. But I'm pretty sure you can... Oh, got me. Good shot on that UFO. And that's it. Wow. That was quick. Yeah. Yeah. Spent many a time putting that in the vanity table. And this is actually the first game to feature such a thing called the vanity table. That's where you have your scores listed with your initials and such. So there you go. Yeah, we'll play one more. Why not? Like I said, we're going to play a bevy of games. So let's go. This time I'm going to kind of change it, my gameplay just a little bit. Which I don't like doing. I don't like thrusting too much. So, as with many games of this particular era, it was more or less inspired by a little game from Taito called Space Invaders. Space Invaders was brought over here by Midway. And it kind of was a little different. Instead of things coming down at you, you're pretty much in the middle of space. But you're still shooting down objects, and you don't want to get crowded, stuff like that. So this kind of threw an interesting twist. Other games like Omega Race and other games... like Space Engine and so forth like that, had a similar vibe to it. But, like I said, if you want to credit a major game that kind of put this vibe into video games, Space Invaders would be the one. It is, after all, the granddaddy of video games. Predates Pac-Man, even. Pac-Man is another creature from another story on another stream. So get out of the way! Well, that's close. Couldn't get out of that. It won't get me a ship until everything is cleared for at least 3 seconds. Finally, it happened. No Atari Pac-Man? Oh, don't worry, it's not on this list. Remember, Atari does not own Pac-Man. It actually made Pac-Man for their consoles, yes. Rather horribly, too. At least for the VCS, but Atari's a Namco license. That's why you won't find it in an Atari collection. Or a lot of games. Remember, Atari made a lot of ports of arcade games. Pole Position wasn't theirs. Dig Dug was not theirs, even though they produced it. It was still a Namco licensed game. Oh, come on. Get them, yeah. Defender, which is actually a Williams game. Oh, that's close. Got me. But as I said, they did make a lot of the ports, but they didn't actually make the licenses, and that's kind of the big thing on that. But believe it or not, when it came to Atari Pac-Man for the 2600, yeah, I was disappointed. It is one of my absolute all-time favorite games. Don't get me wrong. And there was such an ad campaign. They even got Mr. Hooper. If you don't know who he is, I wouldn't be surprised. He was a Sesame Street adult. Like Bob, Susan, and all them. So, and they got him. He was like the grandpa to this little kid, and of course they put it in there. And you didn't see a lot of gameplay because they kind of zoomed up on the screen around the characters, like Pac-Man and Ghost and all them. But, it sold. It was a very popular game, but like I said, it's kind of more infamous than anything now. Now, when they made Ms. Pac-Man, much different. It actually sounded good. It played good. It actually was colorful. They did it. They did it right. In other words. Okay, I got a lot of mini asteroids crisscrossing, and there it goes. Okay. And this is not going to be a good game. You can see it already. Close. And one of my favorites that we're going to play in a little bit that I was super impressed with was Millipede. Now, Millipede is a sequel to a game called Centipede, originally designed by Ed Logg. And it was neat because it actually showed you your playfield. In other words, it actually discolored versus the rest of the screen. I'm not going to make this. Yep. Well, that's coming. And it had literally multiple times more characters to shoot at than Centipede did. After all, Centipede only had, the centipede, the spider, the scorpion, and the flea. And of course, the mushrooms. Well, this thing had so much more coming at you. Amazingly difficult game, but fun to play. So they made one for the console. It's like, how the hell are they going to do that? How on earth can they do that? Oh, good. My lousy games are being saved onto the memory card. Fantastic. Okay, so you got to see a little bit of the arcade version. So let's go back to Arcade at Home. And let's see what they have. It's all the arcade games to choose from. Not going to be as many. You still have Asteroids, you still have Battle Zone, you still have Breakout, Centipede, Crystal Castles, Gravitar, Millipede, Missile Command, Super Breakout, Video Pinball. That was, they actually did make pinball games. Atari did. They were lousy, but they made them anyway. And Warlords. Let's go with Asteroids. And we got to check out the options. Okay, so everything's going to be easy. We're going to make this difficult. No. There, hard. Hard, that changes the trajectory of the asteroids. Okay. Perfect. Except. Why not? On the back of the Atari 2600, you actually saw little switches. They were called AB switches. They were to determine the difficulty of the game. That's why a lot of times you see like 108 games, even though they're all asteroids. Right. The difficulty. It added just as many games as well as different things you could do with your ship. We're just going to choose this one, game number 1, and 1 player. That's what that means up there. Now, as far as the graphics, of course, it's a bit more colorful, because Asteroids was a black and white game. In fact, all games back in those days were black and white until a little game called Galaxian came out. Galaxian was the first color arcade game. And as for the game itself, well, it's very similar. Okay. There's the UFO. Okay, and it just doesn't waste any time at all. I will say this, the game is just as fun. Now, the trajectory is not as wild as that. That would actually be a different game selection. The difficulty switch, if I recall correctly now, determines whether or not you get a UFO coming at you. And the scoring is pretty much the same. Small asteroids, 100. Medium-sized ones at 50. Big suckers are worth 20. 200 and to 1,000 for the UFOs. I believe 5,000 gave you an extra life in this game, as opposed to 10,000, which was much more difficult to achieve. Barely see the UFO, but it's there. Yep, there's my extra life. Either that or the microwave's finished, one or the other. I don't know. But I tell you, this was just as fun to play at home as it was in the arcade. Probably a little bit easier because of the control. You actually had a joystick as opposed to a pair of buttons spinning you around. I suppose, like I said, they could have probably adapted this to a paddle. I'm kind of glad they didn't, because paddles were not a true 360. They actually had to stop at some point. Okay, we're doing good. Ah! Accidentally hit thrust. Crap. Thrust is up on the joystick. Try to get as much center as I can. Ah! Close. And this is, I would say this, as far as an Atari port of their own game, because there are some of them that are quite lousy. Ah! This was one of the better ones. What's sad is also one of the earliest ones. Aside from, say, this predates Missile Command, so aside from that and, what do you want to call it? Breakout. Pong. Okay, see if I can recenter again, because I once again hit up. And... Just waiting for it to get back on screen. There it goes. Okay. Don't know how I missed that. Then again, I don't know how he missed me either. Ah! Get the hell out of there. Probably saying to yourself, why, Super Pac? Why are you playing games that are older than me? Well, they're not older than me, actually. They're younger than me, but... Clear, clear, clear. There you go. Keep hitting up. Now I'm just going through lives like crazy. Yep. Jeez. Well, I noticed that it doesn't get addressed a lot. A lot of retros like 20 years ago. And I was an adult 20 years ago. I was actually selling this crap 20 years ago. Back in those days, I was a store manager for a large video game retailer. And, yeah, it was a lot of fun. But, like I said, this came out 20 years ago itself. This is retro of retro. And I know that this stuff will never go away. I'm kind of like a living testament to it. And it's not like I'm bragging or anything like that. It's just that this is just, you know, the history of video games. They had to start somewhere, and this is a good place to start. And of course, you can't really have video games without Atari, after Atari is the one who pretty much made it available for you to play at home in the first place. Affordably. Nice. Let's see, there was also Sears Tele-Arcade, which was essentially an Atari 2600 as well. Oh boy. I'm getting nothing but the small ships now, because I'm that far into the game. And honestly, there are games on the Atari I could literally sit there and play forever. Sadly, this is one of them. So I'm not going to do that if I can help it. Another game I played that I absolutely love was Yar's Revenge. Now, Yar's Revenge, strangely enough, was designed by the same gentleman who also did E.T. for the 2600. His name is Howard Scott Warshaw. And it's kind of a dichotomy, if you will, of, hey, I made the greatest game and arguably one of the worst games on this console. And like I said, I don't say it's the worst game ever. It's the most disappointing game ever. There you go. And if I want to go to the worst game ever, I would say Superman 64 would do that. I'll get to your chat here in just a second there, Ben. Sorry about that. Easy to play games. To kill 50 minutes will always be there. Exactly. Remember, video gaming then, this era is a completely different beast than, say, playing, your computer games, your MMORPGs and such. They didn't exist then. I mean, we had them. We had computer games, sure. We would play games like Oregon Trail, or maybe a graphic version of a similar game like Where in the World's Carmen Sandiego. Those games got some age to them as well. Atari Soft actually made a lot of Apple games, Apple IIc games. And a lot of them were ports of arcade games like Donkey Kong, Mario Brothers, and such, Pac-Man. Okay. No clear. It's still up! Wow. I guess technically, yes, it was clear. You know what? Screw all you. And there you go. And just like that, no no game over screen, nothing. It just stops the game very abruptly. There you go. That's actually a lot of fun. I love this game. One of my favorite of games. All right, we're almost half an hour into stream. We started a little early today. I do apologize for that. Like I said, instead of scheduling my tweet, I just simply, posted it like an idiot. And I do things like that because, I'm an idiot. So let's get out of here. Let's see. Exit. We're going to be flipping back and forth between the home and the arcade. This is after arcade versus console. So what do we got here? We're not going to play Asteroids Deluxe because I don't want to. It's the same damn game. We will touch upon Battlezone. Battlezone is another, oh my god, why games? Let's take a look at the options. Okay, so the cabin is the color scheme is authentic. It means everything's going to be green. And we can get 5 lives. Cool. No bonus. Missiles after 10,000. Means it's going to get harder after I hit 10,000 points, assuming I do. All right, cool. All right. Another vector graphic game. This game came out a little bit later. It is technically in color. We'll call it that. It's a lot of green and there's a lot of red. And some of that's actually overlays on the screen. That's how you got a lot of color into your video games. Like Breakout, for example, and Space Invaders, which we mentioned before. They were not in color. They actually had color overlays. So if certain things hit at that part of the screen, yeah, they're now in color. But that's it. 1980. All right. You use it like a tank control. Yeah, we're getting out of here. Okay, and it's turning towards me. Let me. Oh, yeah, range. Excellent. All right. Whoa. Jesus. Just like right in front of me. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Oh, I'm running into something. Perfect. Okay, come here, you bastard. No, you can't hide behind that pyramid. Ah, see? Almost hit it. So the people are like, was this game designed by the military? The answer to that was no. Jesus. No, it wasn't. It was, there's a lot of rumor behind that. It was not designed for the military, by the military, anything like that. It was a fun game to play, don't get me wrong. Hit it! There you go. Thank you. Oh, Jesus, right? I'll get used to the 10 controls here in just a second. You actually had 2 joysticks to play this one. Jesus. Yeah. Stop shooting at me. And it was an interesting game. There was actually several different versions of the cabinet design, anyway. You know, like you would sit down in a sit-down cabinet or play standing up on a standard coin-op. Jesus. Well, at least I got him. He's shooting at me. Just trying to have a peaceful outing. You're out here shooting at me. It does tell you enemy to the left and everything like that. But look at that moon. Isn't that gorgeous? And I think we'll just ride off into the sunset. That's all we'll do. No, can't dissuade me. Yeah. Insult to injury there. At least I made a pretty good score there. Okay. There you go. All right. Well, I made 10. Was it 10,000 even? It sure was. That doesn't seem right, but yeah, it was 10,000. Oh Jesus! Like right out of the gate. Oh, he's trying to do the same thing I am. Come here. Come here. There you go. Ah! It's to the right. I don't care. I'm going this way. Like I said, I'm just going to get out of range. There's love the radar up there too. Ah! Don't shoot at me. There's nothing I did to you. Just want to go home. And when I used to play games like this, I used to do stupid shit like this, I have to admit. Like when I played Dig Dug, I'd actually dig up the entire damn board. I'm going to go through the pyramids here. Doesn't like what I'm doing. I hit him. Well, he's hightailing it out of here. Okay, no obstacles. Up. out of my way. Jesus! No, I'm going. And you're going to hit me anyway. Oh, there's a UFO. He's shooting at me from the rear, I see that. Not taking too kindly to that, I have to admit. Not like I'm trying to hurt him either. Here's another one out there. Okay, there we go. Nope, we're still within range. He's to the right. Got it! I can't believe that. You just keep going. I don't want to engage you. Jesus. No, get out of the way. Get out of the way. Shooting at me. Jeez. Saturday. Supposed to be no hostilities on Saturday. I think he shot the UFO. And here comes Mr. Missile. Yep. Good shot. Nice clean miss. Oh, almost went right into it. Jesus. Now it's funny that when, back in the days, you play a game, people would be watching you from a side over like that. And they look at me playing this game like, what the hell are you doing? And I said, yes, exactly. I'm getting the most out of my quarter. I only had 75 cents when I came in here. I'm getting the most for my money. It's that simple. Oh, I hear it. Well, almost. Ah. Excuse me there. Okay, let's see what we got here. No, I hit the button. Get down. There we go. I remember being at an arcade and some kid tried to pick reward tokens from my pocket. Oh, that sucks. That would suck. That would not fly. It's funny. Back in the day when I was a kid, I did want to run an arcade. And Marty, like I said, my dad's friend, was like, no, you don't. He's like, that'd be cool. I said, it's not cool. That I have to put up. Said, I don't mind. Some of your friends, on the other hand, I'm like, okay, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. Some of my friends were not exactly the greatest. Yeah, we were quite mischievous, I have to admit. All right, and let's go ahead and get out of this. Let's take a look at the home version of this game. And let's go back out. And let's see, let's back out of that as well. Right, we're going to be backing in and out of all kinds of menus here. There's not like a toggle between the arcade and the home. So let's go ahead and play the next one, Battle Zone. Now this is actually kind of a cool game for the Atari 2600. So again, arcade versus console, does it hold up? We're going to find out. And we're going to make it easy because I am chicken. And all the wishing and whooshing sound effects you could ever want. All right, so we're playing Novice. Perfect. And let's go ahead and play the game. Now, here you only have one joystick, so it's not like the 10 controls of the arcade game. But it actually is a little bit easier. Come here. Stop moving. Stop moving. Ah. Hey. Okay, you're over there. Okay, you're over there. I got 2 of them. Once again. Up. Now you're up here. Okay. Where's the other one? The other one will be up here. The radar's up there. See, similar game mechanics, of course. Don't fire. Okay. There are no obstacles you could, to speak of. You just have tanks and missiles and UFOs. And much more colorful game, too, if you notice. There are no line graphics. Ah, damn it. I've always liked that effect. The screen break. Like a old-fashioned CRT television on the blink. No, right in front of me. Ah. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Doing a lot of backpedaling. Okay, they're shooting from behind. Which is not good. Okay. Here's your missile. Here's your missile. Here's your missile. Hit the damn thing. Ah. I would dare say, believe it or not, it's a harder game than the arcade game because they throw more shit at you than the arcade game did. And this is the easy mode, remember? Playing novice. And run out. No. Get this. Thank you. Thank you so much. Ah. And they just appear right in front of you. Okay, it's behind me now. Come to at 4 or 5 o'clock. No, we're going to keep it at 4 o'clock there. Stay there at 4 o'clock. Stop moving. We can do it. And now you're up front. Shit, there's 2 of them. Because, of course. Okay. Works for me. Oh, you're right behind me. And as stupid as... Shoot from behind. And as dumb as this game... Oh, shit. No, no, no. Oh, wow. Hit him. Okay. As, right behind me. Shit. Ah! That's a little fun. This game was actually... It did stack up very nicely to the arcade original. In fact, it was a little bit better. But there's a 3-year gap between the two. In other words, the arcade game came out in 80. This came out in 83. So they had time to improve it, and they did. And again, it wasn't military grade anything or made for them, whatever. It was just a fun game to play. Oh, right out of the gate. Okay. Oh, it's you. You stop moving. Stop moving. Hey. Because you're worth 5,000. I want to get the most out of you. Ah. Ah. No, no, no. He's right next to me. Shit. Now I'll deal with you later. There you go. Ah. Where are you? There you are. Okay, so there you are. There you are. Stay still. Stay still. Stay still. Stay still. Yeah, I know there's a tank there. I'll deal with him later. See, he's not even looking up. Now he's looking at me. Oh, I got them both. Ooh. Skills. All right. And this is another game I play. Oh, shit. Not you. Not you. Yeah, just come at me and just... Oh, shit. Wow. Ah, there you are. Outrun it. Yep. Yep. It was just so damn rude. I love this game. It is amazing how much gameplay you can get out of a 40-year-old game, I have to admit. That's because the game is good. Nope. Damn. Alright, oh. You. So, no, it started with you, it's all your fault. Nah. That's... Wait, whoa. Damn missile. Damn missile. Well, at least I got the tank. Hello, Macy. Yeah, just shove my chair out of the way, will you? Thanks. You can, too. That's what's scary. Okay, so we're going to take a little break. My voice is kind of knocking me around for a bit. I'm going to run for about a minute, and then we'll be right back. Okay, stand by. See ya. Thanks. this entire time. Good job. Alrighty. We're playing Centipede, by the way. I was going over the rules of Centipede, so I'll do it again because none of you heard me. Good job. So anyway, what happens here is that the Centipede there is worth anywhere between 10 and 100 points. 10 for the body segments, 100 for the head. Centipedes rather turns into mushrooms. To get rid of mushrooms, you can either shoot them or have the spider eat them. 4 shots to a mushroom makes it go away. It's worth a whole point. Spider itself is worth 3, 6, or 900 points. Fleas bring mushrooms onto the field, and to shoot them twice, that's worth 200 points. First shot makes them faster. And then there's a scorpion. Scorpion crosses the field horizontally, and if it touches the mushroom, it poisons it. And that poisoned mushroom makes the centipede drop all the way down to the bottom. Or scorpion is worth 1,000 points. He's much harder to hit. This flea and the scorpion cannot appear on the screen at the same time. So let's go ahead and get started playing this game. Here we go. That's not bad. Now, I'm much more comfortable with the trackball. Actually, I had a trackball for my Atari 2600. Didn't have it for the 5200 because it was humongous and expensive. And the analog joystick for Centipede actually worked fine, provided that the analog joystick was not broken. And they broke quite a bit. I went through several of them. There's the flea. If you have less than 5 mushrooms on your playfield, the flea keeps dropping with new mushrooms to fill. So if you want to fill your board up with mushrooms, that's the way to go. Scorpion won't appear until the next wave. Now, if there's the last centipede head and it's moving slow, it will by default go fast. And one thing about the spider does not backtrack. So in other words, if it starts moving from right to left, it will continuously move right to left until it disappears off the screen, one way or the other. That's close. Right now, there's a scorpion. They poisoned the mushroom. If that centipede hits that poison mushroom, which it will at one point. Nope, it didn't. It avoided it. There's another one. Collision with any of the characters, you lose life. Any damaged mushroom or poison mushroom, then it's worth 5 points. And we used to do tournaments in this game. It was a lot of fun making this a tournament game. The skill level was just amazing. We had some good players in my neck of the woods back in the day. I was one of the youngest competitors. And, oh yeah. This was a neat game where kids could play it as well as adults. Men, women, it didn't matter. It was an everyone game. And that's one of the neat qualities of this game. One I love very, very much. Am I gonna get him? Missed him. Okay, there's the extra life. Easy come, easy go, I guess. So I remember getting this at home, which we'll look at in a little bit. I'm thinking, okay, how's this going to work? The home television is a horizontal-based thing versus this vertical-based game. There you go. Move too much. Too fast. I saw people literally clear the field, as we used to call it, shoot up all the mushrooms. Of course, that means you're going to get a lot of fleas and scorpions doing that. But by doing so, also keep the centipede there at top as much as possible. See, where the more mushrooms there are, the faster the centipede will come down, simply because it's going to collide with one. Like that. Close. Okay, vanity table. Let's see. Thing is not. It's a little slippery. There you go. And we'll do one more. Like I said, just one of my favorite games. So, like I said, when I played it at home, I actually got a trackball a little bit later on because it was just that much easier than your four-way joystick. Come on, there you go. The joystick, rather the trackball, cost just as much as the game did. So, heavy investment back in the days, especially when you're a kid. But it was worth it. Really? There we go. But the big thing about this game was simply knowing the game mechanics, doing not doing what I just did, because that was dumb. Jesus. There you go. You only had one shot on the screen at a time, so if you're shooting and it hits all the way up to the top of the screen, you gotta wait all that time for another shot to appear. Pretty good. Ah. The spider is now fast. I've achieved 5,000 points. Yeah. Saw that coming. Now remember, my brother actually had one of these in his game room. And I asked him and said, why do you guys have it on hard? I thought all your games are supposed to be on easy. It's like, how do you know? I said, the spider comes at me at 2,500 points. Supposed to be at 5,000. And he's like, oh. He's like, you're one of the few people who would know that. I don't know about that, but yeah. Okay, come on, hit it. Up, hit the bottom, and they're going to start coming out. Unless I do that, of course. Oops. Come on. There you go. I gotta try not getting too much into the game, I have to admit. I can easily do that here. Rather persistent little scorpion, isn't it? I'm going to see centipedes just plummeting down. Yep. Yeah, saw that coming. Alrighty. Very good. There you go. Alright. Wonderful game. And I enjoy playing it. Like I said, I got to play it over at Marty's place quite often. And then he sold it for Millipede, much to my chagrin. But I fell in love with Millipede too, so it's all the same. Let's go ahead and back out of this real fast. And we'll go back home. And we'll see if Centipede stands up to its arcade original. Now, what's nice about both of these, in fact, all these, they're all made by Atari. As Vin pointed out there in chat, you won't see the Atari Pac-Man because, well, they don't own Pac-Man. Namco does, so they don't get to reproduce that, and that's kind of a favor to us, I guess. But this, on the other hand, is something else. They flat out made these games. Let's take a look at the options. Okay, easy. All that means that the spider comes down at 5,000 instead of 2,500. Okay, so that works for me. Let's go ahead and hit accept. And I don't think the fleas hurt you. We'll find out. So the big thing is the graphics. I love the title screen. That was a really nice plus there. with the Atari 5200 style logo there, with colors, and then all of a sudden, hey, what happened to the mushrooms here? Shooting at bricks. Well, yeah, I guess you are. 3 shots will get rid of the mushroom tablet. Centipedes, again, 10 for the body segment, 100 for the head. Slow and fast and all that kind of neat stuff. Scorpions, 1,000, fleas, 200. And in this case, all the mushrooms are worth 5 points if you die, because they all flash, which is kind of weird. In the scorpion's case, if it runs across the field, if it makes it from one side to the other completely, it will poison that row. And if it doesn't, mushrooms aren't poisoned. A little different. Again, it's largely because of the hardware limitation. But they were able to muster up that, which I really liked. All right, let's go. I say, my God, what happened to the sound? Well, I kind of looked past that. Yeah, they could have done it better. As far as I'm concerned, though, they nailed it properly. Hit the bottom. Now they're going to start to come out from the sides. Every 8 seconds, there they come. And comes another one. Yep. And they kept the color scheme right. Yep, there they are. Flea doesn't appear until the second wave. This is where we're on. The last head does not become fast for whatever reason. Again, probably just a limitation. Just waiting for the spider. Alright. And once again, other things they got right, the flea and the scorpion do not appear at the same time. Less than 5 mushrooms on your playing field, the flea comes down. Crap. But they managed to do it right. They managed to make a very good home port of a game that really would have some serious limitations. The controls, the axis of the screen. In fact, there's so much going on. So you do see some sprite flash. That's because you can only have so many on a line at the same time. So to accommodate that, they alternate appearance on the screen, or flash, as it were. You see that a lot in these old games. They don't eat a mushroom. You eat mushrooms. Is that an ad? It is. I'm snoozing you. I got enough problems. Alright. Playing Centipede, damn it. For my Atari VCS. I don't know how that happened. Here we go. And now the spider's coming at me fast. Jesus. Now, as far as difficulty, this game pretty much had a different style of difficulty versus the arcade version, but nevertheless, though, it was certainly playable and enjoyable. Jesus. All I want to do is get the 10,000 points so I can get my extra life. And if you had a trackball, which I did, it made it even more playable, because now you have the exact same style of control as you would in the arcade. I'm thinking, what other games use the trackball? Well, Mystical Man used the trackball. Of course, the Millipede, which is the sequel to this game, used the trackball. They actually even recommended Galaxian for whatever reason for a trackball. I'm like, why? Why on earth would I use a trackball for that kind of game? Jesus. Just even a minor collision. Or a major collision. Okay, I'm going to get a fast fighter as soon as this one clears out of the way. Whoa. Now, as far as a damn good version of this game for the home, the Atari 5200, oh, there's a scorpion. The Atari 5200 really, really did a beautiful job on this game. It sounded just like the arcade game, as opposed to this one. That was close. Even the Atari 7000 version didn't do as good as the... Wow. It's nasty. Evel. And welcome to the second half of the show. I am Superpac Jr., retro gamer, streamer, singer, whatever. And we're playing some Atari classic games, arcade style versus console. And seeing if the home games actually do stack up to the arcade game. And for Centipede's case, I say, yeah, did. Most definitely did. Okay. Here we do 2-hour streams, because honestly, the content limit is rather limited, simply because, well, playing games you play like 15 minutes at a time or whatever. Crystal Castles. This is another trackball game. And you are Bentley Bear. You try to get all the gems before your opponents do. Let's take a look at the options. Lives. 4, 5. Can you make that smaller? Nope, no, wow. Okay, we'll accept. Works for me. This was a rather colorful and imaginative game. It certainly had, the isometric style of gameplay as well. Insert coin. Okay. What if I just hit play? Those are gem eaters, bowling balls, whatever you want to call them. Colliding with them is bad. Okay, leave those two up there. Now, if you get the last gem, congratulations, you get a bonus. If they get the last gem, sucks to be you, no bonus. That was close. You can stun the trees temporarily by jumping over them. Not all are lucky to do that, though. Yep, I got caught. We got an ad break coming up, which I will not skip. Thinking, where the hell is that last ad? That last ad. Oh, I see the gems. Okay. Come over here. Come over here. There you go. And if you take too long, well, a bunch of bees are going to come at you. Like it or not, you also want to get their honey pot. That is the magic hat. You can defeat the witch if he were there. That's a secret tunnel. Okay. Those are gem eaters. Okay, I'm taking too long. Okay, got the skeletons down. But now I have to contend with the bees. And here comes some ads. If I'm not mistaken. Just waiting. Yep, it's coming after me now. Shit. I have to admit. The controls are a bit difficult on this one because of the... Oh, wait a minute. Damn. You got me. Yep, there you go. We're gonna take a break right here. We'll be right back. They're pesky, but they serve their purpose. So if anyone out there lurking, how are you all doing today? Been a fun day so far. Doing my best. That's the 4B out there. Well, that was quick. One of those little 30-second thingies. Yeah, there you go. Thanks for the level up. Appreciate it. Thanks, Vin. Let's go back to the gameplay. Or we can do this instead. It just doesn't get old. I don't understand why. I really don't understand why. Alrighty. Where are we? We are watching me struggle because of where that skeleton is, where the last doohickeys are, so forth. Let's resume game. Okay. Let me up. Oh, I actually made the vanity table. Excellent. There you go. Okay, so we're going to play a little bit longer of this one. And we're going to go back here. No, we're going to go back here. And if advance you just a few levels. Just a few levels. Okay. And they're much faster. And it's much harder. Boy, they're after me. Oh, good. It took them up there. Get out of there. So this game was rather difficult, I have to admit. And that's because there's just simply so much going on. You know, with the elevator, wow. The elevators and, you know, the multi-platforms and such like that. So you ask yourself, well, can the, wow. Oh yeah, because of the score. Forgot about that part. I can barely see it. That's P, yeah. A, C, okay. So how can I, PAC, oh, PAE? Oh well. I can barely see it. It's because the red doesn't do well on that. PAE, hey, that's me, Payman. Alright, so, anyway. How can the home version be as good? Well, it's not that it was as good. I mean, this is not exactly a game that the Atari 2600 could do. But it did do something. And my brother really liked this game for the home version. I have to admit, it was pretty cool to play. Okay, so let's take a look at the options, shall we? It's the same as all the other 2600 games. You have color mode, and then you have your A/B switches in the back. They're on B for easy. Fine by me. You get a pretty cool title screen, that's for sure. Both came out the same year. And let's see, going to go through the track mode. Actually, no, we won't. We'll just go right to it. As you can see, similar to, but not quite. And again, a little bit friendlier looking gem eaters. When you start hearing the music, that Get a bunch of those, you're going to start seeing some bees before long. I'm going to eat a few of those. Nope, got me. So, as you can see, with the limitations that it had, Bentley Bear is now nude. Doesn't wear any clothes or anything like that. But the animation of the character is pretty damn good. Everyone's doing what they're supposed to be doing. Damn. Just get that last one. You missed it. They're all coming after me. So he's pretty much a teddy bear. As far as the game mechanics were concerned, oh, come on. That was close. And the mazes were a lot. You still had your elevators and stuff like that, but it was nowhere near the complexity of the previous arcade game. Did a lot of flicker. Aside from that, very playable game. And I actually prefer this one over the Atari arcade version, I should say. I jobbed. And this, wow, good job. And I dare say this game got a lot of gameplay from both my brother and myself, because we did do this a lot. And I did have a trackball, like I said, for the Atari 2600, so it got some use out of this. Both this and Centipede and Millipede, Missile Command. You had to have those arcade games at home, didn't you? I mean, this is second generation gaming. Now, you didn't get too many opportunities to play an arcade game, you know, with exactness like you would at home. No, go away. You can get that one over there. Yep, stuck by the walls. You guys just stay put. At least it resets that. Last one right there. Perfect. There's the lousy bees. I love it when the bees ride the elevator. That's one of the funnier things I've seen in that game. And I'll see if I can use that elevator right there. There, get my 1,000. Landed on the tree. Good job. But I dare say, yeah, they did a beautiful job with this game. That was a quickie. Also, looking at the time, we've got 1 hour and 21 minutes into the session here, so let's go ahead and move on to our next game in the arcades. Okay. Works for me. So we played some Asteroids, we played some Centipede, we played some Battle Zone, we played some Crystal Castles. Let's see. We're going to play some Millipede. We're going to skip over a few of these. Not all of these we're going to play. But, again, cool game. So Millipede. So Marty got rid of this game Centipede and bought this game in its place, which was irksome for me. Okay, everything's good. Everything's good. Yeah, we can do 3 times. The cheat mode. Now we're going to keep the cheat mode off. And there's more. Okay. Okay, I see. Good. We'll accept. So basically, it's the same premise as you found in Centipede, except there's a lot more shit coming after you. In fact, there it is all there. You got dragonflies, you got mosquitoes, you got airwigs, you got bees, beetles, the dreaded DDT bomb, inchworms, of course, your spider and your millipede as well. DDT bombs, easy for me to say. You shoot them and anything in its path dies. Mushrooms, critters, everything. And here the track mode is giving you a very good idea of how this game is played and their scores. And after certain waves, all kinds of crap comes down, like these dragonflies. Now, some of the creatures actually advance the board upwards, and some of them makes them go backwards. We'll see how that works in just a moment. Just a moment. We're going to go start with 0. Scoring range of the spider, by the way, is a little different. You still have your 3, 6, and 9 hundreds. There's also an 1800. Or rather, excuse me, 1200. That's like super, super duper close. Now, clear the wave. That means everything kind of lurched down a little bit. Also got a new DDT. DDTs also make things 3 times their value if they get caught in that cloud. The beetles turn mushrooms into flowers. Flowers cannot be destroyed. They're there until you die. Shooting them also advances the playing field. Yep, got nothing out of that one. Nice. Oh, close. Got my 15,000 points for my bonus. Same rules apply. Don't want the centipede or the millipede in this case to get to the bottom. If you do, you're going to wish you hadn't. Then every 8 seconds a new head will appear. Here's the inchworm. The inchworm does something neat. Slows down everything. Ear piercing. Once again, all damaged mushrooms are worth 5 points. And I have to admit, as much as I love Centipede, I really love this game. This was a beautiful, beautiful sequel. Kind of like what Stargate was to Defender. Here, the mushrooms are dying and now growing anew, which is pretty cool. Ooh, jeez. Keep running right into that thing. Dragonflies make the screen retreat 1. Kind of makes it a little more difficult, I have to admit. Every time the screen advances forward, by the way, you get a DDT bomb. See, I'm about to get another extra life here in just a second. Okay, and that. A lot going on. I love this game. So I was rather curious when I saw it appear in my store, Millipede. I'm like, okay, how? How the hell are they going to do this? With all this going on. Nice. Very nice. Like I said, how are they going to do this? We're going to go right to... Oh. Yeah, this one... Okay, here, this is Bastard Bill here. 2 spiders. Already fast. The good thing is my score is already at 45,000 points. The bad thing is it don't mean anything because this game is just being an absolute piece of shit. Like I said, it'd be a miracle if I can make 60,000 points. Jesus. Keep running into the back of that thing. Okay. I got 60,000 by sheer grace. The earwigs like the scorpion. And there they go. Again, a lot of stuff going on. I love this game. Suck. Millipede, hey London Lass, how you doing? This is the sequel. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I knew that just staying still doesn't work here. London Lass, everybody, my mod, my wife, my everything. Thanks for joining in, appreciate it. I'd be a lost soul without you. So like I said, there's a lot of crap going on. Oh, I get to put my name on the vanity table. Excellent. If it lets me do it with accuracy. There you go. But it's true, London Lass. It's absolutely true. So anyway, one day I was at the store, game store, with all the toys for us. And I saw this on, it's like, oh my God, no. Yep. They made an Atari 2600 version of this. Now, with all the limitations of that hardware, how the hell are they going to do that? Because you saw what was... They were dumping everything at me. All that on that screen that you see right now comes at me all at once. How? Well, we'll find out. Let's get out of here first, though. Yep, going to save... Get out. Okay, so ye old millipede. Oh my God. They're like, how? How is this possible? Well, yeah, about that. Let's take a look at the options that we have. Well, it's the same options that you have in all 2600 games. You just have your color and easy mode. So go ahead and accept. And let's go ahead and play. And first thing I noticed, it actually has a title right there in the screen. Get off there. I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. And you still have your spider. It still has on-screen scoring for the spider, just like the Centipede counterpart did. Thank you for the done. Appreciate that. Smaller than I thought it would be. It actually works with the game, though, strangely enough. And, yeah. And then I'm looking at... Yes. Thinking, okay, they managed to pull this off. So I go ahead and hit start, and I can select my score. Oh, thank you for the bits. Appreciate it, London Lass. And let's see. We'll do regular first. Notice that the sound's a little low. I'll take care of that in a little bit. And while in like Centipede, where the sound is a bit jarring, it's actually a bit smooth here. Very appreciative. Nice job. Ah, shit. I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen. Just as soon as I moved. Trying to just get some lousy points. Ah. Oh, thanks for the gift sub. Let's see who got it here real fast. Who got it? Doesn't say who got it. Okay. Appreciate somebody out there. One of my followers got a gift sub. Hope you enjoy it. Let's try one more time. Okay. The scoring is the same. Everything's virtually the same except for the last of the mushrooms. Ah. Whereas every third mushroom is counted instead of broken mushrooms. That was going to happen. Top Sass PC got it. Thank you, Vin. Appreciate it. There's the earwig. Similar to that Centipede, it has to cross the screen all the way. There's the earworm. And I hit the spider anyway. Good job, Skip. Your work is done, yes. Thank you, London Lass, as always. I don't know where I'd be without you. It's here for London Lass. All right. Let's try this again. I'm going to actually try it now. Get off the screen. I'm actually going to try it now in hard mode because I'm stupid. And yep, there's a double spider. Makes life much more difficult. You're doing great. Not doing great. See you soon. Tough hop for now. Thank you, London Lass. Appreciate it. As always. Ah! And there's like no chance in hell I'm going to get 45,000 points. Oh, that's close. Jesus, go away. Oh, Jesus. Wow. So much to my absolute delight, yeah, they managed to recreate Millipede for home. Beautifully, I must admit. Even with the increased difficulty with the scoring and stuff. Oh, ah! Damn it. Complete miss. Wonderful. And yet they're on the bottom. Oh, what a nightmare. Oh, what a nightmare. So you're playing this on your Atari. Very nicely, too, I have to admit. I'm quite pleased with this. I got an extra life, actually. Excellent. I'm surprised. And there goes the mushrooms changing. Perfect. Ah! Come on. Damn. Very intense game. Like I said, I was just so impressed that they actually managed to capture everything that you would ever want with this nutso game and get it right. But of course, it's Atari. That doesn't mean that, Atari's the greatest programming team ever. No, they're not. Not even close. Give that back in the days, I would probably give it to Activision. They made some incredibly good shit back in those days. Okay. I am amazed I survived that. Okay. But I didn't survive the spider. 3 DDTs in a row. Okay. There's a chance I'm going to get that. I got him. Oh, will I get the extra life? Just missed it. Just missed it. Excellent. Beautiful job. We're going to take a quick break here, real fast. We'll run about a couple minutes of ads, so we can sell stuff to you. And then we're going to come up with the final act of this here program. So we'll be right back. Easy for me to say. Back in a second. I have to admit, this has been a lot of fun. If you're watching out there, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for catching live stream. Of course, you always catch the bot as well. Later on, might pass other bots here. But this, I've been saying this over and over again, and I truly mean it. This has been a lot of fun. I appreciate you all coming, watching, following. It means a lot to me. Alrighty, we are back. I missed you. Hope you missed me as well. And we're going to play a quick game. Now, this was during the Cold War. There were a lot of tensions between us and the Russians. Thank you, cities. Appreciate it. I was saying during the intermission, if you subscribe, you can actually still listen, or you can cheat with the computer. That I appreciate you all following and watching and all that kind of stuff. And I thank you for the fart reverb. What a sentence. Anyway, we're going to play some Missile Command. So, like I said, there was a bit of tension between us and the Soviet Union. And that's what kind of inspired this game here. Basically, you have cities down there, cities. See, I have 6 cities. And I have to protect them with my missiles. Now, I use my trackball and my 3 different shooting bases. The one on the left, center, and on the right. And I got to watch out for those coming down and protect my cities. Even if I have one standing city, I continue the game and it just never ends. It's an onslaught. It's incredible. Holy cow. So let's go ahead and dive into this game. Make sure I'm not on mute this time. I'm not. Good. Unlike last time. Because I'm stupid. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit start. Okay. I have no sound. Good job. No, I forgot something. There it is. Unmute. Thank you. Good job. Pro streamer. Okay, so we're going to have some people die because I couldn't do it right. And we're going to lose our weapons. Yep. So we're going to lose a city. We lost half our cities. I'm doing great. Okay. And I have to admit, I do play it rather stupidly. Yep, we lost all our cities. We'll try it again. Oh! Yeah, and this rather ominous, the end. The world has come to an end. Rather quickly. Try it again. Okay. Get everyone together. And there we go. Oh. Well, yeah, that can be a bit of troublesome there. So we lost the city and we lost some of our weaponry. We get them back, thank God. I can hit some of them, please. Okay, okay. What do I care? Will I have any cities last? That's the problem. The answer to that is yes. 2 cities are remaining. As long as I even have just one lousy city, we're okay. Problem is, I am so frickin' trigger happy. Well, we're out. No more cities. No more anything. I'll learn. And this was a quarter cruncher extraordinaire. I lost a lot of money on this game. It was a lot of fun to play, though. Again, it was quite dark themed. Okay. The problem is I'm getting them too early. Like that. And you're not sure. That's when you say, yep, this is not working out. Yep. And we lost 2 cities. But we did keep 4, so hey, we're okay. Everything's A-okay. Okay. Just gotta get them right. Okay, I just lost almost all of my weaponry. And we will have a surviving city, just one. Like I said, all we need is one. Round 3. Suckage. Somehow up. Ah! Can't save my city! My poor city. That's about right. Oh, man. Getting rather ominous. Yeah, we're going to fail one more time. Because we can. And we will. Okay, using the collateral explosions to work in your favor. I know I'm running low. Shut up. Too soon. Okay, I lost the city. That's the best I've done so far. Oh. Well, could be worse. We managed to keep 2 cities despite me. Cool. And now we're just going to go all out. Yep. Yeah, we're doing great. Yep, we lost everything. What happens when you put me in charge? Good job. And that's Missile Command. So, Atari made this course back in 1980. Shortly thereafter, you got one for you, Atari. Was it any good? We're going to find out right about now. And if you're not familiar with the game, I wouldn't be too surprised, at least in the home sense. But I'll tell you, yeah, they did a good job. Now in this case, you only have the one mound of armament that you get it 3 times over. And you still have your 6 cities. The graphics are very comparable to the arcade game. The gameplay is very comparable to the arcade game. We're going to find out right now. You can only fire so many at a time, unlike the arcade counterpart. Again, limitation of the hardware. So you want to try to get as many as you can. You do have a limit. You get bonus for your armament and, of course, your cities. And they get faster, get more accurate. One's coming for the mounds, one's coming for the cities. Almost out. But I made it. So it's a bit easier game to play than the arcade counterpart, I will give it that. That's largely because you only have the one thing to work with. But the game itself is a masterpiece, it really is. It's one of those you can get to sit here and play forever. And I did. And I love the little explosion it had on the cities when you lose one. And it's just hitting nothing. There it goes. So we lost the city. That's fine. We still got more. Now noticeably absent are like the plains. Lost another city. But that's fine. We can. I believe that was a difficulty switch setting, A/B switch. I'm not going to bother. So a bit faster now. Then we're going to lose all the left cities. That's fine. Oh, don't hit me! Ah! Well, I'm without defenses. I have no weapons. But I got him back now. Oh, there it is. Smart missile. Stop. No. All right. Managed to survive that. Yeah, those are smart missiles. Oh, we just lost the city. I want to lose my armament. Okay, this is not going as well as I hoped. Okay. Oh, we got a new city. Where is it? It's going to be all on the other side. Yes, son of a bitch. Okay. Ah. Okay. I must protect my city. We're doing great. Ah, daylight. Okay, we lost the one city. Stay away from my city. We lost my cities. Ah. It captured the essence of the arcade game rather perfectly, I have to admit. Very good game. A lot of fun. Alrighty. I think we're going to call it here. As far as the gameplay is concerned, a lot of fun. Like I said, we haven't done an arcade versus console in quite some time, and it's a lot of fun to do. It's just that I ran out of games to do it with, because a lot of the games only had like maybe one or two home versions. But this one, it's a good collection that has both the arcade and the home versions. You can find a lot of this now in the newer Atari 50th Anniversary Collection that was released on multiple platforms. It's a great collection. Chock full of information, artwork, interviews, everything. And if you're fond of retro gaming, it is worth getting. Definitely. If you like what you saw, I would greatly appreciate it if you follow me. And you can also subscribe and like my videos on YouTube. That's pretty much an archive of all the Twitch videos that are not here anymore. There's an Instagram page of all the crap that I've collected over the last 47 years. Gaming, games, posters, merchandise, things that you got as gifts, if you will. Shelf talkers, you name it. A lot of good stuff there. There's also a Twitter thing that tells you when I'm streaming and any other stupid ideas I may have, and Discord as well. And we will see you on Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. We're going to continue with Lunar. I believe day either 19 or 20. I've lost count now. And we're kind of hitting towards the end of the game. We got to beat a dragon. And this dragon went insane. He don't like us anymore. Bad. And then we have to figure out what new game we're going to be playing after we defeat Lunar. We're thinking either Lunar 2 or possibly one of the other Phantasy Star games. We'll see. In the meantime, have yourself a great weekend, and we'll see you later. Bye! All the art here is done by Billy Jackson. You can check out his page on Twitter, twitter.com/BillyGraphics, and some jackass did the music.